Morning! It is a Thursday. I have to work all day today, but my phone rang this morning at about 7 o'clock and said Catawba Post Office. I knew immediately that our birds were here. So we ordered 30 Cornish cross straight run, so mix of male and female, whatever it just happens to be in the box, chicks to raise as meat birds. So anyway, I am in the car going to get our birds. If you've never gotten a phone call from the post office that says your chicks are here, it's kind of fun. You can hear them when they call us, cheep, 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 cheep. So we're gonna take you from start all the way to finish with these birds. Watch and see how fast they grow. It's summertime here, so of course it's hot. They'll be in the brooder for a little bit of time, but not near as long in the brooder as they would have to be in the winter time. And so they'll go out in a chicken tractor. They'll be here for about 6 weeks, and that'll be it. So come along if you ever thought about getting birds or raising meat birds. We are gonna show you how to do it. And show them the water.
5.
As long as you do some of them, they figure out where it's at. He says, "Oh, that's a warm light."
He's like, cozy.
What about the antibacterial?
There they go. Now they're drinking it. That one already drank some.
All right, I gotta go to work. Come on.
Do you use
So do I.
antibiotic stuff or
I think that oh.
Oh.
But he'll get, boy, he's hungry. He'll eat every one of them.
Yes, he would.
We found the egg snake, and it's a rat snake.
All right, he's got to go somewhere.
Oh, he's about 12 foot.
He's big.
We're kind of scared now. We're all kind of scared.
Carson's putting in the chickens. I'm looking around, and
we kind of see a snake.
wow.
It's a big snake.
So this little bad boy will have to be relocated because he's found our chicken coop, and we know we've been missing some eggs. So there is our culprit. Daddy, I'm gonna need for you to take care of that. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
Mama, look at all these chickens.
It's hard for me to look at the chickens when I'm making sure the snake ain't crawling at my back.
Papa, I'll help you. Hey, wait. We need a trash bag. Oh, here. We can put them in this bag. If we get them, we just close it up, and then we can relocate them, like, out,
Out by the creek on the way to the farm.
Oh, you got him?
Just put him in here, and we'll ravel it up, and then...
Here, I know. Here's a good idea. Put him in the box and put the lid on and just hold this in your lap on the way to
Yeah. No.
Oh, I gotta watch this.
This is gonna be
You
wonderful.
better grab something.
I ain't grabbing nothing.
What do you mean? Oh, God.
That is so, Papa!
Hell no. Oh, shit. Ow! Woo!
I'm running. I'm out. I'm going. His head's going away, Papa.
Papa's getting him.
Yeah, Papa's got him.
Lord, Terry.
I'm gonna be ready to go over here.
Oh,
He's struck. He's mad. He's not happy.
Carson, you need to help. What are you doing?
No, I'm good. I'll just take a pass for number 1.
Oh, yeah. Papa, don't. This ain't the time. I ain't played any jokes on you. I ain't played any tricks on you.
Papa, just bag over. Hey, oh my God.
Oh, shit. You get to hold him on the way to the farm.
No, I don't. If the bag is closed. Bag's closed.
Okay, Carson, I'll drive this. You're going to walk back.
Huh?
Oh, no.
Welcome back.
Carson, Ow! We're right after you. Carson, I got to go to work and see patients. Day 2. Water. I had water earlier and I drank it all, so we gotta be so happy to get water. We need to scoot over there and take no snakes tonight. Woohoo! All right, so baby broilers are 2 weeks old tomorrow, right? Yeah, so 13 days old today. It's 90-something degrees here during the day. Matt says it's time for them to be evacuated out to their mobile pen. So I'm gonna flip this around.
Mobile pen.
So we are catching.
Did I put some in?
I think we've lost 2, right? So we should have 29 because they sent us 31. Careful, don't say don't.
These are our meat birds. Hey, boys.
It's not always work. Sometimes we do play.
I'll hold this side. You hold the other side. Okay. Oh, well, come on.
And I forgot about it, and my leg, I touched it. And I touched the chicken too. I fell through my body. All the way.
You are the first one in. I'll know the leg. The chicken
Yes.
leg.
Oh, Lord, he loves legs. Alright, so Matt, we were just talking just that we've got the chicks up, they're in the thing, and yesterday I was in a big name chain buying some bulk grocery items, and I decided to buy a rotisserie chicken. With the price tag on it said $4.98, and he said you can't grow them as cheap as you can buy them in the store. So what's that tell you about what they're feeding the chickens that you actually buy in these stores? So that was why we, did this. We have access to fantastic meat through Matt's work. Yesterday was just a impulse buy so that we could have a quick lunch. But the whole reason of us doing these rollers is so that we know what these chickens are eating. We know what they're fed. We know how they're treated. The best way we can do it financially is to do it ourselves. So that is it. Words of wisdom.
They're going to consume about 10 pounds of feed in their lifetime. If you butcher them about 7 weeks, about 10 pounds of feed from start to finish. But then you're talking about labor, cost, and your startup costs with your chicken tractor, with your water, etc., and your labor, and then your feed. You have no bit. I mean, you can't make squat on selling meat birds.
They're all growing super good. I don't know if you remember. So they just got moved to their new area and they're so excited. Picking through, looking for bugs and scratching the ground.
They find a cricket, they're running away from the others. Oh, no cricket! There's a cricket right there. He's running around, see him? He's huge. Okay. Oh my gosh, they're gonna love you. Do you want it? Uh-oh, ready? Oh, he's gone. He's running away.
Update on our broilers. These are our meat birds. They're doing great and growing well. Hanging out. Morning, everybody. It's Julie from Faith Family and a Farm. It is the weekend. Our chicks that we bought for meat birds, our broilers, getting processed today. I know that there are people that don't agree necessarily with, eating meat. We do eat meat. Everybody in our house eats meat. And, our perception is these chickens were raised from the time they were, they were shipped when they were day-old chicks. They have had the absolute best life possible. They are very well taken care of. They get moved in a chicken tractor every single day to new grass and bugs, and the kids find crickets and worms and throw in there. And the feed that they have gotten is a non-GMO feed. We know how they've been treated. We know what's been put in their bodies. We know that they have been taken care of, and they'll be loved and respected up until their last breath. If animals are going to die and serve and be on our table, then they certainly deserve respect from us in every aspect that we can give them. We're going to walk through that process today. This morning, it is about 8:30 and the kids are still in the bed, which is crazy because our kids are pretty early risers. But I'm going to mix together some homemade waffle mix and make them waffles this morning, and then we'll be ready to get started for our birds. So processing bird day here at Faith Family and a Farm. If you haven't clicked subscribe, please subscribe now. You'll see too, I've got, I'm going to put a link up to Effie's little channel. She's got just a couple videos out. She's 12. She likes Barbies. Scoliosis warrior here in the house. And so I'm going to put a link up top for her channel too. So be sure and check it out if you get a chance. But if you haven't subscribe, click the notification bell. We'd love to have you along. It's a mixture. It's a family vlog, but mixture of sometimes cooking, of farm stuff, of sometimes just this crazy family that's just muddling along through life trying to get through. All right, so we're all in Matt's truck.
Cutting neck!
Woo! He's an idiot.
I got papers to prove it.
So we're going up to catch the birds out of our chicken tractor right now.
It's gonna be my favorite part.
Okay, yeah, Effie's not looking forward to
The neck part.
the
The
neck.
next person that hits me in the back of my neck, head, or face with pig feed, I'm going to hit the brakes rather swiftly, and I'm going to get out. And Mom's going to have proof when defect comes.
One's in his ear.
We're gonna move it just so that when we don't, when we get in there to catch them, that we don't, have
Stepping crap.
chicken poop all over. It's just from starting the day. I don't do that, please.
And
You tell me you got to pull
good.
the feed a minimum of 12 hours before you process them.
All right, so these are the crates. Yep, you can probably go in there towards the back.
Anything
Oh,
with
he's
you?
just chilling. He ain't doing that. He's like, new cage, nice. I like it. Let me go explore. Who does he know anything right now?
Just watch it, then we'll get out.
You loving them?
Go quick.
Chicken. That is what they're meant for.
It is. I mean, it kind of makes me sad. All right, so we came over to Turntime Farms to use their equipment today for processing birdies. So, Matt, you want to tell us a little bit about what all this is?
So it's basically an assembly line type deal. So this is our killing cones here. I will attempt to hit their jugular perfectly. They will die. We'll probably do five at a time. Then the scalder, which has got to get to 155 degrees, and we'll test that. It's automatic, so it will send them on as many revolutions as it does.
Yeah. Why is this finished?
Then we'll take them out of there. They will go into the plucker,
So it's done.
and it's like somewhat like a washing machine. You obviously have water going, and then you pull them out, and we still haven't set it up completely. They go into a tub with water spraying on them, cool water. Then we will dress them here and QC them, making sure all the feathers are off. The last person will actually just kind of go through with a fine-tooth comb, make sure all the insides are removed, and then they will go into another tub of cool water. Try to drop them to 50, 55 degrees, and then once we get done with 5, we'll put them into ice water, and they've got to get down to 40 degrees before you can. The internal temperature of the bird's got to get down 40 degrees before you can bag them and seal them.
Okay, so the last little bit of prep work.
Marcia, can you scrub these screws out real good?
Scalder is about ready. Everything's in working condition. So by and large, we're definitely super blessed to be able to use Turntime Farms stuff. Or otherwise we would be plucking by hand and scalding, independently. Yeah, that's at 150, Matt.
150? Awesome.
So Effie. All right, so me and Effie don't really like to watch, and I'm not going to show where he's cutting the jugular, but in the cones, you know, he cuts that jugular vein, very humane. I mean, they're not squawking, I mean, it is the most humane way that you can process your birds. So we're happy about that. And they have had the best life and are living out their purpose for what they were on our farm. So
And every bit of them will be used. Every bit of them.
yeah. Sorry.
Not even the bones and everything will either be composted or go to dogs. The liver, the hearts will all go to the dog. The guts themselves, the things that we don't consume, will go back into the earth. Just like when we pass. I'm going to be cremated, and I'm going to plant a tree with me. Might be an ugly tree, but that's the way we're going to do it.
We're doing 4 at a time right now just to kind of see and just start a slow number so we can kind of ease into this. They go in the scalder now.
Yeah.
So
I'm
how?
gonna watch out for
Effie, they're in the scalder. Come here, bye.
This is automatic timer.
I want to flip the switch. Oh. That is a featherless
see.
chicken.
They're small.
Okay, so here's what we've learned. So we had planned to do all these birds today. We had 28, I think we ended up with. They're smaller than we thought. So we would end up with a little less than a 3-pound hens in the freezer. And we don't want that. So we are going to drive. We're going to do this 4 that we have done, process those. And then we are going to drive these other ones home. And we are going to, this is a practice run, yes. So we'll clean all this back up. And we will do this again next week. And they will be a whole weight difference. They grow a ton that last week. So I'm gonna take a kid with me and run these other ones home to get them some water and some feed back in there. And we'll do these 4. So these are 8 weeks old. So I guess for us, I don't know what the difference was, but normally 7-8 weeks is great. But for us, it's gonna be 9 weeks. So that was our practice run on doing chickens. Yeah, so Effie is a little scarred. I think she's contemplating being a vegetarian. And I told her that was fine. I told her if she really truly couldn't handle that, then that's something she could look at. And I get it, I do. It's not, it's not an easy process. But again, I'm not gonna quit eating chicken.
I might.
She said she's might. Effie loves chicken nuggets though. And chicken salad. Well, I just kind of feel like if she's not willing to do it or be part of that process, then I think in order to know where your food comes from and how it's processed, I mean, I think, a lot of times people eat food every day without considering the ramifications of how it's actually processed. All right, finally all done for the night. Finally got to sit down and put my feet up. It's only about 9 o'clock. Matt and Carson are still out doing something on the farm. They went out to try to move goats and then hadn't got back yet. So we've got dinner prepared, sort of prepped for tomorrow and for the rest of the week. We got laundry all folded, all put away, except for Carson and Matt. They haven't put theirs away yet. I fold it, I clean it, I'll put it away. They can put their own away. So that is going to wrap up just a sample of sometimes what our day is like. It's been pretty productive. Cows moved, goats moved, processed 4 chickens and decided the rest of them needed to grow. House is fairly tidy. And dinner's all prepped. Everybody's done. Watching a little bit of the Braves game. If you hadn't subscribed, then if you don't mind, just click on the subscribe channel. I'll try to keep y'all entertained as much as possible. We got some fun stuff coming up. So we will see y'all next time. Have a great night. Thanks for hanging out with us today. Bye.